And welcome to another Positively Gainesville podcast. Darren Allred from Hometown Radio KGAF, joined today by Laura Otts. She is one of the members of the Downtown Development Association, a group of downtown businesses, organizations, all coming together, banding together to promote downtown Gainesville. I guess I got that right, Laura. Is that a pretty good explanation?
That's a pretty good explanation.
I'll give you the chance to give me the official definition. What is Downtown Development Association? Maybe a little bit of the history of it as well.
So the Downtown Development Association right now is serving as an arm of the chamber. We've had several different, facets to our organization over the year. It started a long time ago, long before I became a downtown merchant, just as a group of business owners who felt like they needed to get together and start promoting downtown Gainesville, working on beautification, different events, things like that. So they started it way back when, and we've tried to continue it on today.
Yeah, and I guess people maybe get confused. It's not replacing the chamber. Like you said, it is under the umbrella of the chamber, just another way to promote the group of businesses, because y'all kind of have a unique thing going on downtown. You mentioned the beautification. That's one thing that hopefully in a future podcast we'll talk to Johnny Leftwich about that, because he's been very instrumental. But people don't realize, they just go by and see all those beautiful flowers and planters and don't realize y'all are doing that. Someone is doing that themselves just to kind of enhance the downtown area.
That's right. Things like that don't just happen, and I think a lot of us are guilty of just taking things like that for granted and just assuming that somebody handles it, but we don't know who. Like you said, Johnny's been instrumental in getting that going. He's working on replanting our planters, giving us more of a uniform look, adding more planters. And then Johnny's grandson, Josh, who sometimes is mistaken for my husband, Barry, is maintaining those pots for us. So we are very thankful to both Johnny and Josh for the work that they've put into that.
Yeah, if you drive downtown in the morning, and I've seen it as early as 5:30 in the morning sometimes, those plants have to be watered. They are taking care of that themselves. Just today, driving here, I saw them putting more mulch or dirt in there, and maybe some new plants, maintaining those as well. So it looks beautiful, and hats off to Johnny and everyone that's a part of that. Now, you mentioned the businesses. In the past, probably 50 years ago, downtown Gainesville was the hub of business, as far as retail business in Gainesville. We hear the stories all the time. People would go to Cress's or whatever, and all the Manhattan, all of those stores. As things have branched out, and of course now there's online shopping, it becomes a little bit more difficult. But Gainesville still has a very, very thriving downtown business area, don't we?
We do. We have so many stores downtown that have unique things to offer. Have been driving downtown, I've been kind of looking to see what kind of open spaces we have. We have very few vacant buildings. We've had lots of new businesses come in, and we're very fortunate because the people of Gainesville and Cook County really support their local businesses. I think that they understand the value of shopping with us. And they support us really well, which a lot of small towns I don't think have that from their local people. Yeah,
you mentioned the vacancies. It seems like every time there is one, within a couple of weeks, that for rent sign is down or for lease sign is down, and someone is in there because they're seeing the advantage of being downtown, like you mentioned. What group or what businesses are part of the Downtown Development Association? Can it be anyone within a certain area close to downtown?
Yes. So we have an official footprint, which runs from Weaver Street to the railroad tracks, and then from Scott Street to Pecan Street. So any business within that footprint can be a part of our organization. You can choose to be an active member of our organization, or you can just choose to participate in various events that we have. So that encompasses a lot of offices, retail shops, restaurants. We have a few, we have a bed and breakfast, a couple of bed and breakfasts in there. So we've got a wide variety of things to offer. Salons, all kinds of stuff.
Downtown Gainesville has become Salon Central right now. There are more and more, it seems like, and it's a great place, and they're so nice. It's not just someone going and putting a barber chair into a place. They're really making it look nice. I was going to show the folks watching this new brochure y'all have, the Historic Downtown Gainesville brochure, and this is available at pretty much any store downtown, and it has a great map and a list of all the businesses, and y'all do this quarterly, right? So the events, it shows the dates for different events that are coming up. Those are all updated quarterly, correct?
Yes, correct. So on the back of the map, It'll show the downtown events for the year. Then they get more specific with events that we're having each quarter. And then also updating it quarterly allows us to make changes to the maps as new businesses move in. So this is a really good resource. Like you said, available in most of the downtown businesses. It's also available at the Chamber. We have some of them out at Liberty Crossing. They're just in various places. So it's a really nice resource.
Yeah, and you mentioned all of the different groups, organizations, businesses that can be part of the downtown development. Just on this, by looking at this map, we talk about shopping. People forget about dining. There are 9 restaurants listed here that are all downtown. The new brewery, lots of attractions, a theater, bed and breakfast, museums, historical churches are very, very important to the history of Gainesville, health and beauty, and just the good experiences. A lot of great groups a part of that. Do you happen to know, as far as the members of your Downtown Development Association, do you have a number? Do you know how many are a part? Most everybody participates, like you said, either actively or passively, because y'all do special events that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But y'all have meetings, right? Y'all get together and brainstorm ideas on how to bring more people downtown?
Yes, so we have quarterly meetings. We have a lot of businesses that are involved in that, but we'd always be happy to have more. The more the merrier is our philosophy, and we love people coming in, giving us new ideas. We have events that we've established that we've done for years, but it's always good to have new ideas brought to the table as well.
We're going to talk about some of those events here in just a second so that people can mark those dates on the calendar. But one thing I wanted to talk about is kind of how y'all are able to come up with brochures like this and do different things, is that y'all have a budget that it is part of the hotel motel tax, right, through the Chamber of Commerce. Explain how that works.
So, yes, it's from the hotel motel tax. The city of Gainesville is very generous and has allowed us to use that money for things like beautification, for promoting our events, for promoting downtown Gainesville in general. This was our first year to really utilize those funds, and we feel like we've done some good things this year, and we've got some even bigger plans coming up for this next budget year that actually starts today. So I think you'll see some more changes coming to downtown Gainesville.
Yeah, and people, when you say the hotel motel tax, that's very important, because that means it is not local taxpayer money
Correct.
that is funding this. It is the people that come in from out of town, which is kind of the point of all of this, to bring people in. Not only do we love shopping downtown, but we want outsiders to come and buy some furniture or buy a new dress or something like that. And the hotel motel tax funds allow that money to be used for that. So let's talk about these events, because I know y'all got some throughout the year. Some big ones are coming up here before Christmas for sure. But one that just finished is one that you've had many years, and that is the good old Shop and Pop. Explain Shop and Pop and maybe when the next one of those will be.
So we do Shop and Pop every December. This was our 10th year to have that sale. It's a lot of fun. All the stores blow up balloons, have discounts within those balloons. You make your purchase, and then you get to pop a balloon. And in our store, for instance, you'll get anywhere from we'll pay your sales tax on that purchase up to 50% off. So it's a really good time to shop downtown. And we've found that it's one of our biggest weekends of the year at the furniture store.
Yeah, imagine going to the furniture store and picking out a $1,200 sofa and then popping a balloon and finding out that you're getting that 50% off. You're only paying half that cost. That would be pretty good. And a lot of stores participate in Shop and Pop.
Yes. Yeah, and the vast majority of the stores do. There are a couple who don't for various reasons, but that is a great time to come bounce around from all of our stores, because every purchase downtown that weekend is a winner.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. The next one will come around. Be listening to the radio, checking your newspaper and stuff like that to see when the next Shop and Pop is. November 15th is a big night, Ladies' Night. Now, y'all do this at least once a year. It may be twice a year. Explain what Ladies' Night is.
So we do it twice a year. We do it the Thursday before Thanksgiving in November, and then we do it the Thursday, actually 2 Thursdays prior to Mother's Day in May. And basically the shops are open early. We stay open until 8 o'clock that evening. Every shop offers drinks and snacks to the ladies that come around and the gentlemen that accompany them. And most stores offer specials that evening as well. It's a good time to make your Christmas wish list in November, your Mother's Day wish list in May. Just have a good time out with your friends, your family that night.
Yeah, and while it's called Ladies' Night and most of your shoppers that night are predominantly female, I bet you would allow a gentleman or two to join in because they want to save money too.
That's
and
exactly
it would be a great time to buy something for the lady in their life, maybe. That is coming up on November 15th. And again, keep attuned to the radio and the newspaper to find out which shops are participating and those late night hours. Small Business Saturday is right after that, November the 23rd. And that is something that's not just a local event. That is a nationwide event that y'all participate in, but it's also a great chance. I'm sure there's lots of savings on Small Business Saturday.
Yes, that's a great day to shop as well. That concept was actually popularized by American Express, believe it or not, that really pushed the Shop Small movement to happen on that day. We all know Black Friday. That's the time when you can go to your big box stores and get those doorbuster sales. And to counter that, we have Small Business Saturday on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's become a really big deal. Lots of people have bought into that movement. We have people that are determined to come shop small businesses on that Saturday every year, whether they need furniture from us or a handbag from our neighbor. They're going to come buy something from a small business that day. They're going to eat downtown at our locally owned restaurants. And it's just a whole lot of fun seeing all the people backing us and what we're trying to do downtown.
Yeah, then December 7th, we're getting closer to Christmas. Y'all got a special Christmas-themed event. It's called Wassail and Wine. Tell me about that one.
So that's going to be similar to a ladies' night. We're all going to stay open late that night. We're going to have snacks and beverages in our stores. And then each store is going to kind of have their own special event going on. So you'll have some ugly sweater contests, maybe some Christmas cookie decorating. Santa, I can almost guarantee, will be downtown that evening.
Really? Okay. So December 7th, mark that on my calendar to get to see Santa. Okay.
Come see Santa. And then there'll also be specials throughout all the stores as well.
Yeah, Wassail and Wine on December the 7th. So mark that one on your calendar. And then, of course, I know downtown merchants are very big with the Christmas parade, which is a night event too. So there's just, I'm sure that November and December are busy, busy times downtown for all of you.
They absolutely are. We kind of run a Shop Local campaign starting at the beginning of November through the end of the year and really kind of try to bring that to people's attention, the benefits of shopping local, the fact that the money that you spend at local businesses stays in our community, that you're actually supporting different activities that happen in our town and supporting your neighbors and your friends rather than some random executive that you've never met before in your life. So you will see arm banners on California Street in downtown Gainesville. You'll see signs in our windows. Our tagline for that is shop local, put your money where your heart is. And it's been a very effective campaign for us the past few years, and we're going to keep it going. And then we have all the events that happen throughout that time as well.
Yeah, it's a great time. Not only can you get savings, the same stuff that you can buy online or at those big department stores, you can probably find downtown, probably save some money, and you're going to get to actually talk to a person that you probably know that can help you if something goes wrong down the road. And also, like Laura said, you're supporting a local business. I saw a great sign. I think it was Bungalow 123 has a sign that says, when's the last time Amazon sponsored your kids' youth baseball team?
That's exactly
but
right.
Everyone in Gainesville does that. Everyone kind of scratches everyone else's back. Before we let you go, downtown development, how can someone, if someone has the business downtown and for some reason they're not a part of it, or if they just have an idea to help you out, I'm sure lots of people are always giving you suggestions, how can they get a hold of anyone with the Downtown Development Association? What's the best way?
So the best place to start would probably be with Morgan Moore at the Chamber of Commerce.
She has a new last name now. Don't
That's
forget.
right.
She is now Tobias.
Tobias, that's
Morgan
correct.
Tobias.
Thank you for the correction.
Congratulations to her, by the way, on the wedding. Yeah.
Bless her heart. She was at a meeting with us this morning, fresh off of getting married. So we were happy to have her there. She would be the main point of contact. Paige Davidson is serving as our president this year, but we will have new officers next year. We do have a website, which is downtowngainesvilletexas.com, so you can find all of our information there as well.
All right, sounds good. Again, if you haven't been downtown lately, just drive down there, park the car, and walk around, because I think you will be pretty surprised at some of the new businesses that have come in, some that are coming. We may not want to talk about all those, but we will have a future show on that as well, but some pretty exciting stuff coming. And I think it's also important for them to walk through the stores, because a lot of restoration and renovation has been done to some of these shops as well.
Yes, we have some gorgeous buildings downtown. business owners that have done so much work on their buildings to preserve them and to keep them relevant. And it's well worth taking a look and seeing what we have.
Yeah, if you like historic things, then just walk around the downtown square and all the merchants. And like Laura said, it's not just the square, it goes beyond. The Downtown Development Association does great things to promote businesses in downtown Gainesville. Laura, thanks so much for joining us today, and good luck. The next couple months are going to be busy, busy, busy for you, I know.
That's what we hope. Thank you for having me.